this point, you know what it takes to be motivated and how you can start going about your motivation, right? But which is like pushing open that door. But then the thing about putting a door stopper and keeping that door open, that system, let's deep dive into that in this video. So in this video, we're going to cover the power of systems and how to automate your success. Okay, so this is going to be very, very exciting because with this, you can virtually guarantee your success. So going back to our thoughts are not our own and we're really, really stupid. Our thoughts are combined of what is going on around us. We can reverse engineer pretty much our motivation, and we can also reverse engineer, what keeps us going. Okay, so that we can create that system for ourselves. And in this video, I'm going to give you 3 things to do at the end, and I'm going to want you to do them. And yeah, this is again going to be one of those which has the power to change your life. Okay, so here we go. One of the things I want you to focus on that you can easily do, okay, is a lot of the times when we're driving, okay, and by the way, all of these things I'm going to tell you right now, you don't need any extra time to do these, okay? It doesn't take any extra time. What I'm going to be telling you fits right in your schedule, no matter how busy you are. So get excited because all these hacks I'm going to share with you, they fit right in. So let's get started with the first hack, reading books, okay? I'm not personally so much of a good reader, all right? But I listen to audiobooks. So what I would suggest to you is something like Audible. If you don't have it, definitely get Audible. It's $15 a month, and it's unbelievable. You can have mentors. You can have people who would charge you like $100,000, to spend a few hours with you. And here you can have them like with you, and you can listen to them. Okay. So for example, if you're doing a commute or you're listening to music, one simple thing you can do is listen to music less. If you don't want to cut it off completely, you can listen to music less, and during your commutes, listen to audiobook, all right? And that can propel you forward like crazy. So just to put it in perspective, I became top 1% in chess in the world, and it didn't take me very long. Again, I'm not very smart. You guys already know this. I had 2.0 GPA in my college. Not a good high school student either. But when I was in high school, the reason how I got really good at chess is I did a few simple hacks, and I'm going to share them with you. One of them was all my commute and all the time I would spend waiting in lines or walking around, kind of doing nothing, I would be listening to some kind of audiobook on chess or podcast on chess. So one thing I urge you to do is listen to a podcast or an audiobook on programming, okay? And if it's not programming, it could be about something else, all right? I want you to understand that if you just learn technical skills, that's not where a lot of your profitable skills are going to come from, okay? That's what everybody else does, and then they fight for their piece of the cake. And I don't want you to be at that level. I want you to be operating at the A player level, at the top performer level. So you need to know about many different things, okay? So for example, if you want to read a book like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, where you learn about how to be financially free, go for it, okay? Or you want to read a book like 10X by Grant Cardone, and he helps you, get that kick in your ass and just get going, I encourage you to do that. But one of the books I recommend that you read is Soft Skills by John Sonmez. And one of the reasons why I actually started Clever Programmer was because I read the book by Simple Programmer. His channel is called Simple Programmer, and his name is John Sonmez. And I read his book, Soft Skills, Software Developers Manual, something like that. And it literally changed my life. John Sonmez is the single reason why my channel exists today, okay? Not that I learned everything from him, but that he gave me the push to start my coding channel in the first place. Okay, so imagine I was able to create this coding channel. Now it has over hundreds of thousands of subscribers, It's affecting millions of people's lives, okay? And you are in this course right now. So very, very powerful. And guess what? At the same time, I was sitting on a toilet seat and driving on or commuting on a train or driving in my car. Those were the times I read that book. It wasn't some extra time. I didn't dedicate 3 hours extra or slept less. None of that. Okay. All I did is I just, instead of listening to a lot of music, I just listened to an audiobook. Okay. And that's what I recommend you do. And then technical coding books you could read later on. But this is one of the most important things I want you to take away to kind of understand how things work from a more open perspective, more business perspective, and then to focus on your coding skills if you want to be a profitable programmer. All right. Second thing I want you to focus on, okay? So I've already talked about books. Again, another one of the things that you could do is reduce the amount of TV that you watch or Netflix. Average Americans watch 40 hours of TV every week. Yet they complain that they don't have enough hours in a day to do what they need to do. Okay? The hack is very simple. Reduce the amount of hours you watch TV. So here's what I'm going to suggest you do. A lot of the times when you are eating, right? I don't know about you, but a lot of the times will be watching something when I'm eating, and I'll be watching shows or whatever. So what I started doing was that time when I'm eating food, what I would do is watch trainings or tutorials or something in the realm that would improve me somehow. So maybe it taught me about business or getting clients, or maybe it taught me about actual coding, right? And actual tutorials. So for example, I would watch Coding for Entrepreneurs, and I learned a lot about Python web development. I would watch Simple Programmer to learn a lot about the soft skills that go along with it. And I would watch, I don't know, there's some other YouTubers, like even some for fitness, right? And that would help me keep in shape. So again, health is one of the things that's also really important. But what I want you to focus on is like any department of your life that you can improve in the time that you're just gonna waste. I suggest that you do that, okay? So music, you can reduce it and listen to Audible or books. 2 is Netflix, okay? Netflix, movies. I love watching Stranger Things. I love watching House of Cards. But if I actually replace it, I see crazy amount of return on my investment. And relax, don't worry, because at the end of this video, I'm gonna break it down in such small steps that you're pretty much not gonna be sacrificing anything. Okay, so stay with me here. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna tell you to just cut it all off or anything like that. Okay. And the third thing, which can help you tremendously, is also the circle of friends that we have around us. Okay. So not only are most people, kind of the average of their friends, but quantifiably, you can actually measure this. They have done studies on this, and they found out that the average of your friends or whatever, right? Though you will also be making the same amount of salary. So on average, you're making the same amount of salary as your friends, okay? Or as that close circle to you, okay? So think about that. Like literally money-wise, you're also going to be the average of the people who are nearby you, okay? So it's just to prove to you how powerful your surroundings are and how much we're influenced by our surroundings, okay? So that's why I'm telling you to control your surroundings when it comes to what you hear, music, what you watch and see, Netflix, replace it with something else. Maybe you can watch my Python trainings on YouTube. You can watch my tutorials for my Learn Python programming course that's on YouTube and on my website. Or you could watch somebody else's stuff. I don't care. As long as you're watching something that keeps your brain sharp, either business-wise or clients-wise or coding wise. Okay. And yeah, and then the last thing again is friends. So if you can change the circle of your friends, okay, and again, I'm not telling you to kibosh everybody and like all the 5 close friends you have or the 1 friend you have, cut them all out. But what I am saying is maybe you can introduce 1 new friend in that group who's maybe interested in coding, or maybe they're interested in growing their business. They're interested in the things that you want to achieve, your goals, okay? You don't want to be around people who just make you feel comfortable, because they're not your true friends. They're not helping you grow in life. They're just having you stay exactly where you are. Okay, now with all of that stuff in your head, I know it's a lot. Here's what I want you to do, and here's my recommended steps, step by step. Every single day, I want you to only spend 10 minutes listening to an audiobook, and it could be, let's say, Soft Skills by John Sonmez. Just 10 minutes, okay? Get a subscription to Audible and spend 10 minutes listening to an audiobook, okay? And feel free to choose whichever one you want if you don't want to go with John Sonmez. Okay, so 10 minutes of that is step 1. Second thing I want you to do is spend 10 minutes and watch something, maybe while you're eating or while you're doing something which doesn't require a lot of your brain, but it's just busy work, and you can watch something. Spend 10 minutes watching either a coding training or, again, something about business or clients, something along those lines, okay? So that's what I would recommend. But specifically, you can watch my Python training videos. Learn Python Programming is my course, and it's on YouTube, and it's on my website, cleverprogrammer.com too. Third thing that you can do is I want you to spend 10 minutes just reaching out to somebody who might be mildly even interested in coding, okay? If they're more passionate, even better. It'll rub off on you without you doing anything. But even if they're interested in business, or even if they're interested in any aspect that helps you improve fitness, maybe they're interested in that, from where you are, do it. 10 minutes is all I'm asking of you, okay? And one thing you can do is you can just go to our Facebook group and reach out to somebody there. 10 minutes. If it takes you 7 minutes to reach out to them, then I want you to only spend 3 minutes talking with them. That's it, okay? So 10 minutes on listening to something, 10 minutes on watching something, and 10 minutes talking with somebody, okay? That's it. It's a total of 30 minutes. If you can give me that, and if you can do that for yourself, more importantly for yourself, you're going to see the biggest change in your life. I guarantee it. This was the biggest factor that changed my life. It brought me unlimited amount of motivation, because now my surroundings changed and it was all related to this. And automatically I had tons and tons of motivation that I could never run out of. It was my system that was essentially a door stopper that kept that door open. So basically, if you're doing this every day, you don't get tired of it, you don't get bored of it. It's not necessary that your motivation is at an all-time high. This is just what you do. It's normal to you, and it's kind of fun, okay? So this is going to give you that motivation, and it's going to give you that system, okay? Very, very important. Do this. Comment below this video which book you're going to read, and which thing you're going to watch, and maybe who you're even going to talk to, okay? Or how you're going to find somebody who you're going to talk to. Because scientifically, if you write this down and you write down kind of step by step how you're going to do this and what you're going to do next, you're already about 70 to 80% more likely to do it, okay? You're doing this publicly. And then when other people see it and they hold you accountable, you're about 95% more likely to get it done. Okay? So go do that now. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.